By the way, Matt, I wanted you to know that Jimmy G makes all the beats for us.
Okay.
So he makes all the beats for us, man. He's a drummer, and he does his thing. So that's the only reason why. But hey, everybody, welcome to the episode of JR and the Crew. We are back, man, and we got my boy E-Man in the house.
What's cracking?
We got Momo in the house.
Oh,
and then, of course, we got Jimmy G. He's behind. And then, he's behind there, but he's always messing up. So, and then we got Slick Vic in the house.
He'll be here shortly.
Yeah, he'll be on the next segment.
That's
but
right,
we got a special guest, man.
Special.
Yeah, very special.
That's right.
Like, how special?
Super duper
special. I mean, you cute special. I'm talking you cute special. I was talking to you. This fool thought I was talking to him.
He thought he was giving us. He's like, damn, you rolled that way?
We're live right now.
No, man, but we got Matt Alonzo in the house, man. We got Matt Alonzo in the house, man. And
welcome.
Yeah, welcome, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. In the first segment, man, we like to talk about the current stuff that's happening in the world, man. And right now, I want to talk about real quick before we get into your subject and who you are, because you've done a lot of crazy stuff. He's filmmaking stuff, video stuff. I mean, he's done it all, man.
Shit that I'm invited to.
Yes.
Yep. From this point on.
All the nice videos.
It gets wild.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Yeah, we're gonna get behind the scenes with that.
Oh yeah.
No, but I want to talk about something because before we got on, we were talking about the vaccination stuff. So, I kind of feel sometimes it's rude to ask somebody, "Are you vaccinated?" You know, because it's like asking them, who do you vote for? Mm-hmm. Who'd you vote for? You know what I mean?
Right.
Some people get.
I mean, that's unfortunate, but yeah.
Yeah, because some people take it personal.
No, it is political now at this point. So it's like who you ride with, you know. But I use it against a lot of people because like if they have their mask on and they're vaccinated, I'm like, well, who are you? Because you're supposed to. Because Joe Biden said that if you're wearing a mask, that means you're unvaccinated. And they're like, no, I'm vaccinated. And I'm like, well. Why is your mask on?
Yeah, why is your mask on? Yeah, exactly.
And so they don't know what
mixed
to do.
messaging, huh?
Yeah, they don't know what to do.
There's a lot of mixed messaging out there.
Because the way I view it is this. I view it like this. If you're vaccinated and I already had COVID, we're good.
Do you know that vaccination only actually prevents you from having the symptoms? It doesn't prevent you from getting COVID. So people are gonna be walking around with COVID and just not have any symptoms of it, and then be passing it to their friends. So it doesn't really do much.
So you won't feel like you're dying again. In other words.
Right. No, I was dying. I was dying.
I took a shot of.
I died and came back.
Almost,
okay. Shout out.
I took a shot
Resurrection.
of vinegar apple cider, and I almost fucking died.
Yeah. He almost died earlier.
My shit just like. I was
Wait,
like,
what was it? Apple cider
vinegar.
Come on, stop being so extra.
You like that?
Yeah.
Okay,
fuck.
I took it like a champ.
I think I'm allergic to it.
I mean, I like lemon, so it's like, it's pretty.
Okay,
Oh, no. Lemon is a whole nother different vibe.
He gets me. No, it's like sour and it's like bitter and it's like burns.
And you almost died.
And it cleans you out. I mean,
it cleans you out.
It's good for you.
So I apologize if you start smelling things in the studio. It's because of E-Man and Vic. Vic's already gave a disclaimer.
And Momo too.
out there.
Oh, Momo, yeah.
No, I'm good.
Momo's real silent.
All females are like that. They hold them forever, and then they get up, and then you're like, what the? Hey, I swear, every girl I've ever dated is the same thing. All the same.
Sounds like a rocket.
And they hold, yeah, exactly. No sound, just like.
Yeah. And
I love it.
And it's like a light smell, huh? It's
No,
not like us
hell,
boys. Like,
hell no. No, female, you know why? Because they hold them for so long.
Yeah.
They hold them.
It's like marinating, huh?
Yeah, they sit there and hold them, then they let them out like.
No, not all females are like that. Because I can't.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel
if I got bubble guts, I got bubble guts. I'm gonna excuse myself, honestly.
Okay.
Come on, yeah.
A female fart, I feel like it smells a little less because they actually sit there and chew their food, not us. We fucking eat.
Nah, but they hold their farts forever.
They chew all the gases out of them, bro.
How the hell did we get into vaccination and farting?
Yeah, I know.
I bet you anything, JR.
Welcome to JR and the Crew.
Smell like female farts because he looks to me like he would hold his farts in.
I do hold my farts.
I let my shit go.
I knew it.
Anywhere, always.
I'm allowing. We also have some special guests in here. We got our boy V and his baby mama. So that's what he said. So I allowed them to sit here because when I do get gassy, because we're on headphones, we can't hear, but yeah, they're going to hear it. So it is what it is, guys. You guys are going to hear it.
Welcome to the show. The shit show.
You're going to smell it. Yes, it's going to smell it. No, but back to the vaccination, man. I mean, it's a big thing right now. We're open up.
Yep.
Everything's back to normal. But the crazy thing about, the crazy thing, I went to the store today. I walked in with no mask.
And everybody's wearing their mask, so yeah.
And everyone's still wearing their mask.
Yeah.
But no one told me anything, so I was cool about it. You know, I walked in, I bought something.
I mean, it should be an individual choice anyway. So
it should, yes.
I don't care. But once you start telling us what we have to do, that's when I'm not supportive of that sort of mentality at all.
Well, look what they did with the Foo Fighters had a private concert, and it was $25 to get in.
Yeah. And
they were only allowing, because it was their 25th year, and they were only allowing if you were vaccinated. So there was actually people protesting.
So that's going to be, you're going to see that trend be rolled out throughout the country, you know, and because legally, obviously the country can't do it. The government can't actually do that because it's, goes against our rights, but private companies can.
Private institutions.
So
private institutions.
And every institution besides like a public school or anything else like that is going to be private. So they have the choice to do that. And as you see funding starting to go to certain places that are doing it, more people are going to start doing it. And especially if half your customers are complaining about it or are trying to make some sort of case for it, then yeah, it's going to happen. So what are you going to do? Like it's what's crazy is that you don't need to show your ID to vote. Apparently.
Right.
But you need to have your vaccination card to go inside a store.
Oh.
So.
I love that. Oh, God, preach it.
I mean, I'm pretty big on politics, and I'm pretty
I can hear that.
there, and
then you're in Hollywood a lot. So
yeah.
So how are you doing that? How did you even I want to get into it real quick, but how is Hollywood taking that right now with the vaccination and stuff? Because I know they're all pro that, right?
I mean, it just depends, like they are like on the surface, I guess, but most people don't care. Obviously,
they just want to work.
Jake Paul's party and like everybody's still going crazy. But some people are a little bit more like for the look. They do it.
Yeah.
Masks on like this, you know what I mean? But on their chin. But then some people are, it's just like anything else. And some people are super, super, walking in hazmat suits, and other people are, walking around in underwear. So
right, exactly, yeah.
It is what it is, you know what I mean? But yes, if you want to like ride the whole like culture train and be like woke and get all your, your fake credits, then you do what
your
you
fake vaccination cards.
Well, hey.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about that later.
Yeah.
You can get those.
I heard.
You know what?
Well, I read it in
I heard it's all bullshit. Yeah, you can't get those, dude.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
I don't think you should get those.
Yeah.
No, but there's another thing I want to talk about. Anybody want to talk about anything else? I got another one.
Well, fucking go ahead.
Okay, well, I want to talk about.
I mean, just
go ahead and take over the show. You act like this is your show. What the fuck?
Show or some shit, man.
No, but the thing is, because I kind of did it backwards, but I watched the Mayans first, and now I'm watching Sons of Anarchy. Sons of Anarchy. And I know, dude, because now the characters that in the Mayans, I find like, that's why he's in there. Yeah. I kind of did it backwards. But
I don't know.
I'm watching, but this is the one I want to get with you because you're a filmmaker, and then I'm getting to the point of, because In the Heights, I want to talk about that. Because the Mayans, I seen they depict the whole Mayans as working with the cartel, doing their thing with the cartel, pushing drugs, always violence, chaos in the family. And then I'm watching the Sons of Anarchy, and they've actually kind of bridged it more into a story. They do stuff for the community. They're
so
like,
what are they saying?
No, exactly.
So what are you saying, Todd?
I mean, well, you already know you already know that they've broken the families in any sort of minority community.
Right.
And now we're at the circle of their anti-racism, whole movement now is pretty much racist. It's like, we can have black this, we can have all black this, or white people. There's a guy running around shooting white people, like
right.
And it gets swept under the rug, as if like it never happened because it doesn't go with their narrative. But we're at a full circle at this point. I mean, there was 5 years ago, 8, 10 years ago, you didn't care who the color of but now they want you to identify with a certain clique.
They put everybody in categories now. It's getting worse.
And they're using it as as it's helping, but it's
not. It's making it worse. It's making everyone keep it going. Because the reason why I'm saying that is because In the Heights came out. Did you hear about it? In the Heights. See, you didn't hear.
I watched it the other day.
But see, he didn't hear about it. It's a parent. Yeah, Hamilton created it, and the creators from Hamilton and the director from Crazy Rich Asian directed it and stuff. But that's my point. You didn't hear about it, and now people are crying on Monday that all the Latino community didn't go out and support it because it came out on Friday, and we were supposed to also. But
we've never.
But how are we supposed to know about it?
I was supposed to know if we didn't know.
That for sure, and we've never been a community that's been like hella supportive of everybody outside of our blocks. Like, I mean, yeah, you're gonna take care of like your, whoever your tia and her friends or whatever. But it's just I don't know why, but it's not something that we're like, hey, we all like rally up next to our computers or something like that. It's just never been.
But why do you think? Well, I don't want to get into that either.
I don't know. I just think that. I mean, I think Latino community is really about your family. And so, like, most people are going to be focused on their kids. They're just doing...
Not everybody else's
right.
business.
I mean, they're going to be looking and shit, like grandma, but
with the door closed or like...
Yeah, just to get their little juice or their little fix. But you know what I mean? Like, my grandma used to go follow the cops. They'd be like, the cops. And that's where I grew up. Yeah, my grandma... Yeah, so... But I think most of... Mexican Americans who live here are going to be focused on their family and just like making ends meet, putting them to sleep, do your homework, go to bed, go to work in the morning, and just do what we got to do. You know what I mean? Enjoy the weekends, have a couple beers, watch whatever they watch.
Because I read this person wrote a whole thing like, we could have made this blockbuster, but you guys didn't come out and support it. But then I was reading that and I was going to reply and say, first of all, a lot of people didn't even hear about it, so the marketing was horrible.
I have no idea what's
exactly. So the marketing was horrible.
But see, I also think like going back to what you were talking about, the show that you were watching.
I don't even know those shows either. I don't.
That right there, that circle, bro. Like that's the way someone else is telling the stories.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like right now we're kind of making a break, like even like having Duno. Shout out Duno. Shout out fucking. Concrete, yeah.
Oh, those guys, that's my guy right there.
Those guys are fucking. They're making a sick movement right now, bro. Where they're actually doing things where they're able to tell their story as of a real fucking Hispanic coming out, or a real Latino, or a real Mexican. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Fool's Gone Wild is funny.
Yeah, that's great too.
You know what I mean? But those are the things that I'm seeing like now. That shit was like what, like. Fuck.
What was that?
8 years ago?
What was that movie about?
8 years ago?
It's a musical.
Yeah.
It's a musical.
It's about in the Heights, like in Brooklyn or something like that.
But like what?
I'm not gonna watch that.
I don't want to see that.
I
mean, come out with another like American Me or something like that, and like fuck, we're there.
We're
fucking there. We're fucking there.
Something violent.
I mean, or like Blood in Blood. I'm just saying something that's within that we can relate to. Even like George Lopez, he had a good moment where he was running with what he had going on, and it was like because it just hit home. Sitting on spraying the hose.
Mm-hmm. What I really like was Gentified.
A fucking musical. I just don't.
Gentify, or what do they call it?
Gentified, on Netflix.
Yeah, no, I really like that. One season and that's it.
But that
really depicts.
Hey, be careful with Netflix. Be careful with that. No, for real, because Netflix's owner just gave Gavin Newsom $5 million to fight the
recall.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, but I knew that from a long time ago. I started watching the shows, and it's just subtle indoctrination. And so it's just something to be mindful of. And I got to the point where I didn't even want to watch any of it because it's just going to be subconscious at this. Yeah. Because all the shows there are going to be pushing progressive
their agenda. They're pushing their agendas.
And it could be anything from little notes in the background to just to the dialogue and just the interaction.
No, it is. It's the media, man.
That's like when you watch kid movies. And then, you really sit back and you look and you're like, did they just really do that shit?
Right? Is that a kid movie? That's us. That's for us.
Well, actually, like when I was little, I didn't get it. But then now I watch it with my kids and my grandkids, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Seriously? It's like subliminal messaging. And they put it out there, and it's blatantly, it's out there.
Oh yeah, it's getting wild. So
no, because I'm a strong believer is this. I mean, I believe that people will go watch our movies if we start just making movies, not Latino movies, making movies with Latinos in them. You know what I mean? That's it.
Yeah, either that or make them directly for the culture. I mean, the African Americans make their barbershop movies and all these.
Right, exactly.
Right? So if you're going to have that sort of like Friday, but for the Latinos, then that's fine. We'll watch that. But if you want to use Latino actors in just an overall movie, that's been done already. So and we support that. People just support that in general. I don't think you need to have
a certain type of people.
Unless you're going to have an American Me or something like that where we.
You got to be more specific.
Where we can actually, and that is more of a Latin based film or something like that.
It's true, man.
That's what that is, right?
Yeah, that means
that's our cue for shut up.
Go, Matt.
That means we're going to be right back with Matt Alonzo.
Unless you want to bust a rhyme right now, go ahead, man.
We can do that too.
Hey, we'll be right back with Matt Alonzo. We're going to dig deeper in who he is, where he's going, all about that. Yeah, his goals, damn it. Yeah, we're going to say it. Okay, look, I know you're enjoying the show, but a real quick announcement. Press that share button. That's right, press that share button. I know you've heard it so many times from us, and so many people are always asking us, how can we support you guys? How can we help you guys? But hey, you can do it by pressing the share button, all right? And also, don't forget, go to our YouTube, and if you are on our YouTube channel, press the subscribe button, okay? I'll let you guys get back to the show. Yeah, I broke his camera. It's 360. So not only are we recording Matt is recording us.
Yo.
So he's getting all of us.
Hey yo.
Matt, so we want to get to know who Matt Alonzo is. I mean, man, you're on Instagram. You have over 100,000 followers on Instagram. You do a lot of stuff, man, and you actually like to help a lot of people too. I see that you go live. You like to help a lot of people, teaching them how to edit because you're a good editor, right? I see the stuff that you're doing, and damn, man, it's really good. I like the fact that you show a lot of before and after split screens of this is the way it looked, this is the way it looks now, and stuff. But where did Matt Alonzo get started at, man?
I mean, like the original,
original Matt Alonzo. I mean, what's your real name? Is it Matthew?
Yeah, Matthew. Jonathan Rene Alonzo.
Oh, okay. And you're Latino, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
It's Mateo.
Mateo?
Yeah.
So where'd you grow up from, man? Where'd you grow up at?
So I grew up in Santa Barbara. Actually, Santa Barbara County, Carpinteria is really where I grew up, which is a little bit south of Santa Barbara. And my dad started filming me at a very young age. Both of my parents were pretty much street kids, I guess is the best way to describe it. My grandma was a heroin addict. My mom's family was from Mexico, and she kind of was running away and just getting into a lot of trouble. So they weren't really participating much in that portion of her life. And my dad and her met in Santa Barbara at a 4th of July party. So everybody, be careful because 4th of July is coming up. So
babies are born or what?
Yeah, exactly. Babies are made.
Made. I was like,
yeah. So I was created that night, and my mom found out and told my dad, like, hey,
we got little Mateo.
Yeah, well, I don't think they knew my name at the time, but my dad was like, all right, well, I don't know you, but I'll learn to know you, and let's try this thing out. So they rented a motel, and they worked. My mom worked there, my dad worked at a car wash, and so having a children or having a family was a big thing for them because they didn't have anything to of their own. So
right.
So my dad just saved up money and got a video camera because he wanted to document the process and us growing up. So
that's nice, man.
Yeah, I hated it though as a kid because my dad would be like right here, I'd be waking up, and it was just like
it's a big ones on.
Oh yeah,
the VHS ones.
Yeah, I still have it. Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. Nah, but he wouldn't even say that. He just would wake up like in this, and I hated that thing. I don't really remember. That's what he tells me. So, but eventually he plugged it into the TV, and then I was able to see me on TV. I was like, oh shit, I'm a star. I'm on TV.
Oh yeah.
And then I really just noticed the way that my parents and people who would come over would be able to watch it, and you could see their reactions and smile and be happy or sad or whatever, depending on what the story was, and that's what I fell in love with.
That's nice, man.
So yeah, I just jacked it from my dad and started filming my little sister and my friends, and by the time I got to high school, that was pretty much like all I did was film and play football. So I wasn't going to go anywhere as a football player.
Yeah. I was about to comment on that right now. What was the thing? You're a football player? Oh shoot!
No, I played
tight end.
I played middle linebacker and running back, but I played my whole life. So that was like once I graduated, it was like, all right, what am I gonna do now? And I ended up working for the city because I couldn't afford to go to film school. My parents just were like, "There's no way we can get you there."
Yeah.
Because we were low income at first, and then got our way to like middle class as I graduated, and I spent a year just working for the city of Santa Barbara, cleaning up parking lots. I was getting paid pretty good, but that was gonna be my life. I was working there and then working at the Gap and going to school in between sometimes, when I wanted to show up. And
you went to the LA Film School, or did you?
No, so I was going to Santa Barbara City College.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was living in Ventura, which is like about 45 minutes away. Drive there at 4 a.m, clean parking lots, go to school. And then go to the Gap, work there, and then drive home every day.
Damn. Because people see where you're at now, but they don't understand the stuff that you went through.
Struggle. Yeah, and that's what, that wasn't so much a struggle. I was 18. I was living at home. I was like, you know what I mean?
Right.
You're going to city college, like all the girls from all these different high schools that
you're hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's cracking.
It was lit. Yeah, it was lit. It wasn't like struggle at all. It was lit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Parties or whatever. But,
by the beach, too.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, I played football like as I was saying, and I played varsity pretty early, so I partied with all those guys, and I kind of got my partying out of the way. So by the time I was like 18, I was like, whatever. But one of my best friends, who I made him act in my films, like my high school films and stuff. His parents ended up being able to afford to go to him to go to film school. So I started doing his work for him and like just helping him out, like because it was nothing to me.
Yeah.
So he pulled my dad aside and he was like, "Yo, you have to get him here. He's getting A's over here and he's not even trying, So my parents, and then I wasn't doing much, you know what I mean? That was gonna be my life.
Well, how was editing back then, dude? That's VHS stuff.
Final Cut. Nah, dang, I ain't that
Damn.
old.
Oh, then you said, shoot.
This guy thinks everybody's as old as him.
I'm like, wait, how's he editing this? Man, he's doing film. No.
I mean, actually, when I was, so what I did when I was little is I learned how to plug the VCR into the camera, and I learned how to do that. But by the time I got to high school, it was Final Cut or Premiere.
Oh shoot, okay, I didn't know. Yeah. Sorry, bro.
Apple.
I'm a little older.
I think iMovie was out too. It was
iMovie.
Yeah,
yes.
It was Final Cut 1, so it was still early. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then I was editing all that stuff on Premiere. And then my dad was like, "All right, we're gonna refinance the house. We're gonna do some things. So you have to fucking take it seriously." You know?
And so, right. He's refinancing the house. He's like, you better take it seriously.
And I understood that, and I appreciated the gesture, and I didn't mind the pressure. I actually enjoyed the pressure. You know what I mean? So then I went to school, and I was just that guy in front of the class doing everything. Some of my teachers would be like, "Yo, chill, dude. Like, you're okay. You're good. And you're talented, and you don't have to."
You got it.
Yeah, just relax. But I wanted to make sure I gained as much information and knowledge from that school because it was expensive. It was $100,000.
Wow.
Yeah, 3 years bachelor degree. Obviously, I wouldn't have been where I'm at today if I didn't go to film school. I think, is there a route to where I'm at? Not going to film school? Yes. But at that time, for me personally, no. I would have been doing weddings in Santa Barbara, working for the city, which I'm not saying is a bad thing at all.
No, that's what I did when I started.
Yeah,
weddings. And
but I thought I was the guy. I thought I knew everything before I went to film school. I didn't even know cameras had lenses and all the kinds of stuff. So,
Yeah, you're just filming.
Yeah,
that's
of
crazy.
course. You know what I mean? Like you just, so I went to film school, and that's where I really like tightened up my skill and kind of figured out what I wanted to do. And
was it in school where you met like a lot of people? Because where did you get your first break? Because you filmed a lot of people. So where?
Yeah, I mean, not in school. I mean, unfortunately, all the kids who went to my film school ended up going back home. And I think majority of people who went to film school liked watching films, and they didn't realize like,
all the work it takes.
Yeah, and you can just sit in the theater and watch films. You ain't got to spend $100,000 to watch films, right? You know what I mean? So a lot of kids went back and were working at Verizon or whatever. A couple months after graduation, which is
wow, yeah,
it's a lot of money to invest in and not
pursue it. Yeah, you go home and stuff because sometimes someone don't even realize that it's 12 to 15 hour sets.
Oh, I mean
days. I mean,
and that's nothing. I mean, it's about even the days before you even get to a set because you know what I mean. Like those days are hard as well. You know what I mean? Like I mean, because it's not like you just come out to LA and you just walk on a set. You know what I mean? Like it's effort to get there. Then if you do get there, you're going to be starting from the bottom, no matter what it is that you want to do. And and you're always going to show your worth, and that goes for me as well. It doesn't matter what level that you're on. But I was working for a record label. I was doing internships early on. My third year, my senior year, I was doing internships. I was driving to LA every day and then coming back to school. And one of the internships, it was a record label. They decided to hire me full time when I graduated. So I was on salary full time, getting paid a ridiculous amount of money for a 22-year-old kid.
Nice.
But the record label ended up folding.
Crazy.
He ended up folding because he spent so much money, and it was actually like his side pieces idea. His main focus. Yeah, they would come. His wife and the side piece would come to lunch with him like at the same time.
So they were cool with it.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
they
shoot.
didn't.
Welcome to Hollywood.
Yeah, he was a multi-millionaire.
I know. I mean, sometimes sometimes they like to spice it up and act like they don't know.
Hey, they might have. You know what I mean?
But
she wanted to start a record label, and she was like, "Yeah, sign all my friends." And so he signed all her friends.
Oh shit!
But he ended up spending like $2 million on and he never put anything out. And so so his main moneymaker was infomercials, and he had like colon cleanses and all these like. All these things. Yeah, for serious.
That shit's for real.
So what I did was 1-800.
And by the looks of it, by the way he said how old he is, you should look into a colon.
If you guys know a good one, let me know. No, but at what point? What point, Matt?
And that's when. When I started doing those, I did one that I made it look like a fake news thing. You know, like
shit.
It was targeted at like 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds. So you know, it's like news. Dun, 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 dun,
Hold on, honey.
Exactly. Breaking news. Buy this.
Talking about my colon
exactly. Hey, and we made a lot of money. We made him a lot of money. But that's when I broke down and I was like, I was young and I was just like, I had it. So I just walked out, bro. I was getting paid a good amount of money. I would say a really good amount of money, and I was living up to those means. You know what I mean? I wasn't saving. I was fucking 22. I didn't know anything.
Right.
So I just split. I split, and
yeah.
then my car got repossessed. I got kicked out of my apartment, and and had to couch surf and. Rough top ramen.
All of a sudden,
you had a moment.
Girl don't love you
Was
no
it
more.
the girls.
What was it like?
Trixie.
Like just Trixie.
I'll be back
No, but
on
was
time.
it just a moment you had that you just kind of just broke down in yourself inside?
Yeah. I mean, it was my creative, like my creative soul or my purpose.
Right.
I had no
the
purpose.
pressure you put in yourself, right?
Yeah, of course. And it was just more so like it wasn't fulfilling. You know what I mean? And I wasn't growing. And it's still kind of been that way throughout my careers. Everywhere I go, I'm always kind of like the top guy there, unfortunately. And I really want to mentor.
Unfortunately.
No, it is for me because I want to be able to learn these things. You know what I mean? Because it benefits me, and that's how I work.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I just didn't have anybody there, so I was like, all right, I'm out. And so I started Craigslisting, and Craigslist at the time was like, it was like the only opportunity. It was MySpace. So you got to remember MySpace and Craigslist, right?
Yeah, Craigslist was a place to get jobs and
So
put stuff out there.
I Craigslist. There was a concert in San Diego for $200 for this random opening act, and I said, all right, cool. Like, I grabbed one of my buddies. We went down there, and then when I got there, I look up, and it's Lil Wayne's name on the marquee, and I just fucking flipped out. And I was like, he's here tonight. Like, and he happened to be there, and this was like Carter 2 had just came out. Yeah, so I was a huge Wayne fan at the time, and we ended up talking to them, and they didn't want us to film, so we were like, fuck. We're going to leave here with nothing, and my big break is about to just go down the drain. Damn. So my roommate had a great mouthpiece, and he ended up talking to their management and was like, all right, bro, you can film, but you're going to have to edit a bunch of stuff for them. I'm like, whatever.
Wow,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, so I drove back that night. Drove back that night from San Diego and edited the video, put it up on YouTube. And at that time, like, YouTube wasn't very big at all. So I got 1 million views right away. I put a Lil Wayne official music video, and the rest is pretty much history. That's how I got the break. Like, that's how I got
It was Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, so shout out to Wayne.
Yeah.
So it was basically being at the right place at the right time. If you think about it.
I mean, that's what it is, and also not knocking an opportunity that because realistically, it was a $200 job for a concert. You know what I mean? Like, that was the job, and I didn't know Lil Wayne was going to be there. You know what I mean? It could have just been their concert. I didn't know that they were opening up at the House of Blues for Lil Wayne. I had no idea what the actual concert was going to be. So,
So I know you're filming that, but at what point did you, when someone said, "Hey, I want you to do my music video," that you realized?
When I did that and it got 1 million, it was everywhere, it was MTV, wherever. And then DJ Ski he was Games DJ, and he was breaking products. He was kind of relevant. He was on Power 106 and stuff, and he started documenting his life, and he called it Ski TV on YouTube. And so I saw that. He reached out and was like, "Hey, you want to partner up?" And I want to create, a MTV that lives online, because at the time there wasn't any Lyrical Lemonade, there was no Vivo, there was no anything. It was just, there was nothing. It was just a wide open space, and no one trusted the YouTube market like that. So so that's when we teamed up, and I think like a month later I was shooting like New Boys You're a Jerk and Game Travis Barker, Dope Boys, and then and then it went from there, So
yeah, but what I want to talk about is because you like you said. Unfortunately, you are the one who's the man. So how did you learn to start putting these projects together? You know what I mean? Damn, we gotta go to break.
And you will hear about it after
the break. Dude, it always happens.
You know what's the best? He just always does it.
Right when I'm coming up with a good question, I keep kicking it.
Better.
I'm sorry, bro. I keep kicking it.
You're getting better and better.
It's just I'm tall.
You're getting better and better, bro.
Getting better. Right when you get warmed up.
Yeah.
You gotta extend that. You gotta extend your quarters a little bit.
Damn! We're just getting warmed up with Matt Alonzo. We'll be right back.
What up, everybody? This is your boy E-Man from JR and the Crew. And I just want to give a shout out to our 3 sponsors, man. The Lending 3, Excellent Real Estate Masters, and Mortgage Masters, man. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here. So go give them a follow, man. If you need to get hooked up on any of your houses or any real estate needs, give them a follow. They'll be right there on the bottom. What's up, everybody? It's your boy E, man. This is what grinds my gears, man. And I got my boy Matt Alonzo. And we're trying to figure out what grinds his gears, man. Hey, Matt, what grinds your gears, dog?
Women who said they don't need men.
Damn.
But they do. But they absolutely do. It's
Yeah.
Yes, we do. For one thing and one thing only.
That's right.
My titties broke my back. My titties broke my back.
Yo,
My titties broke my back.
Yeah.
My titties broke my back.
Almost
Yeah.
titties broke her back.
Big titties broke her back.
what?
Almost
Big titties broke her back.
Episode 4, she talk about how she broke her back. She lied about that. It was her titties that broke her back.
Matt's gonna do a video on it. All right, so that's gonna be in the works. Matt's gonna do a video.
Absolutely.
Broke back boobies.
Broke back titties.
Broke back titties.
titties.
We got some broke back titties back.
Coming soon.
Coming soon, Matt Alonzo, director and producer.
2 titties, 1 tent.
Hey, you heard it first.
You heard it first right here, guys.
right.
Matt, we don't have a budget for it, so what can you do? We have no budget. Yeah, right here. 360.
That's not even a fucking quarter of the nipple right there.
That's a 360.
That's a
right there.
360. Oh my
Hey,
god.
that's
man.
actually my favorite camera right there.
Is it?
No, I seen you do stuff with that, man.
I absolutely love that camera.
No, so before we got on the break, man, my question to you is that as you started to get projects, man,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's projects that people paid you, like you said, you went to a gig, $200. Fine, you're filming $200, but then now you're doing, like you said, Travis Parker and all these guys. Yeah. The budgets are bigger.
Yeah.
When did you realize that, like, damn, I got to put a crew together? You know what I mean?
I
'Cause
mean,
now
well-
it's on now it's your responsibility.
Well, when I was in film school, that was what we did. So we were like a technical film school in terms of like actually doing these things in action. We were half theory, half like get out there and do these things. So
Right.
And thankfully we had to like rotate positions a lot of the time. So we were constantly shooting on sets with crews bigger than 5 to 10 people. So we were learning all these things so that when we got out, we were prepared properly, and even more so back then, crews were more important. Now it's kind of like there is some one-all, more roles can be fulfilled by one person. But so I already knew that was the protocol. It was just about the budget. And I actually was a director out here. All my friends bailed on, like not me, but they just bailed on, on trying to make it in Hollywood. And so I had no camera. I just had me. And I met this rapper, shout out to Demrick, and he had just met a crew of guys that were living in a studio, and they all graduated another film school, LA Film School, and that's when they all wanted to be everything but a director. So he connected us on a 3-way call. I was at Snoop's studio that day, and I said, "Hey, can you guys come and help me?" And we all brought these big old cameras. Everyone had different cameras,
Nice.
and but that's kind of like where the crew began. But that crew was like prepared to go to the next step as soon as we got the budget for it.
Was ready to go to war, right?
Hell
That's right,
yeah,
yeah.
no, and we did.
That's
We
right.
did. We worked together for like 5 or 6 years. I mean, they were all living in a studio apartment,
Dope.
like 6 of them.
That's
you know
crazy.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I've learned this, that when you get a crew, that's like your family. And you don't want to break
of
up that
course.
crew because they already know how you work.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, this guy is
the crew right here.
Yeah, we're the crew. That's why we don't break each other up, because we all flow together.
No,
Yeah.
but I I seen your Instagram, dog, and you're wearing like a whole like
Oh yeah, that one
crazy
Yeah, yeah,
fucking
yeah.
Steady
suit.
cam, steady
yeah,
cam.
dude.
Yeah. It's like
What is that like used for though? Like what kind of
just
what
to
kind
make
of
the
shot
to make the camera
More
smooth.
stable.
as you're moving?
Yeah, that was just for the picture though. I took that thing right off.
He's I'm the director here. Take that
Yeah,
shit.
go ahead, yeah. So let me get the
Come here,
picture.
little
I'm out.
homie.
Yep.
Don't ever put that on me again, damn it.
Yeah.
Where's the crew at? Where's the crew
Where's the
at?
crew at, damn it? No,
That's right.
but so what are some of the things that happen? Because we were talking earlier. You said, man, just to get a girl now, they want like $1,000, man. Before, I remember, I used to do videos with you. I mean,
Yep.
you would hire me and Joel.
Yeah,
And you got to a point where you were like, hey, I got this budget. You took your piece and you said you guys work with this.
Yeah, of course.
But we would have to get the girls. The girls were like maybe $100, $150.
That's fucking great. I mean, I can still get them for that. And, I can get free girls too. But there was a time where when I first started, girls were super expensive, like Sue Lin and all these girls. They were like, $2,000-$3,000 a day, and they were like top notch. They would fly in on fucking helicopters and shit. And have their little car bubble wrapped and
You
everything.
think Momo has a chance?
I don't know. Let's see it right here.
Okay, do your
Put
current
the beat
Momo.
on. Put the beat on.
Vuelta,
Beat
vuelta,
on.
vuelta.
Put the beat on.
Yeah, Momo. Let's see.
Momo broke her back with them titties. Momo broke their back.
Hey, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll see. Hey, we'll see, you know.
Hey, Matt's like, oh, come on, we're trying to
I'm about to
see how those titties broke the back.
We're doing a casting right
I
here.
mean, that's what I'm saying, you know. Like, this ain't nothing new to me. Like, hey,
Get over here.
Whip them out.
No, but it's true,
Whip
man.
'em out.
Because at the point, I mean, because some artists, man, they do get picky. Because I got hired a
artists
lot.
get picky.
I got hired a lot to. They would call me, JR, we need.
Not for your titties. That's
Not
for
for,
sure.
not for my titties. I have little ones. I have very small little ones. But no, they would call me and say, I need hot, sexy, blonde, blah, blah, blah. And I was the man. I was the go-to man back then. So I would get the girls for the videos. But nowadays, like you said, I got out of that because I was done.
So then it went down to a point where when Instagram came out, all these girls, you can just hit girls directly because before you had to kind of go to a casting director.
Right.
And so they, you know, it was like a pimp pretty much, you know.
That's what I would do.
Damn.
Yeah. But once that got,
That's what I do.
but once
Hit it, don't play.
Once Instagram got like, you know, DMs came out and all that shit, it was just really easy. Girls would come out for free, baddies, not like the top notch, but like, you know, because they're all
The ones that are trying to
get
get the name out there.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
They're interning too.
Hey, they definitely are. They definitely are.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? But then OnlyFans dropped and things have drastically changed. So
Because they're making money now. So like,
oh,
screw
man.
you.
I mean, some of them. I mean, there's like 2% that actually make like good money. You know,
Right,
what I mean?
right.
I just heard last night there was like it's like 800,000 creators on that.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. So
Did you ever work with someone like brand new who's like big time now? You're like, damn. I
everybody.
started you.
Yeah,
Really?
everybody. I mean, everyone.
yeah.
I mean, everyone from like Kendrick, because he was K-Dot when I met him, and I met him right after.
I'm talking about the girls.
This guy.
I mean, how big can a girl be? Because I mean, as soon as she gets to a point, like she's gonna
Yeah,
get
she's
married or
too
she's
old.
gonna be out of the scene. So
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good point.
Do
Yeah.
they ever become like kind of like the
Yes.
the ringleader and
Yes.
shit?
He knows where you're going.
yeah. And that's why in most directors don't mix in that because it's just like it's literally like they're all in the same circle.
Yeah, yeah, you're gonna see them
in their
again.
Bedroom talk everywhere. Like
It's true. It's true. Because would you go on a music video, man?
I never dated any models or
You bring them again. Yeah, you bring the girls, the same girls.
Yeah.
No,
20 years ago. 20 years
Yeah.
ago.
Back when
20 years ago, you
back
might
when
have been a chance.
VHS was hot.
Hey, there's Momo. Beta. Momo did really good back then.
It's fucked up.
So
you
who are?
look really good.
Oh, see, he gave you a compliment. You look really good. All right.
We're gonna bring you back in this next segment. It's gonna be on and cracking.
On and crack.
No, but who are some of the people? Because some of the people out there, they don't know who Matt Alonzo is. I mean, they know that you're on. I brought you in because you're a friend. I know that you do music videos. But who are some of the people that you worked with?
I'm more
man?
than just music videos.
Oh, filmmaker too. I'm sorry.
I'm kidding. I'm totally
No, because now
kidding.
you are. No, because now you are. You have
I don't get offended.
He's a teacher, but now you have an artist that you're managing as well,
Yeah.
or producing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm managing an artist, and he's actually blowing up. We just did.
Who's that?
His name's Christian Gates. Shout out to Christian Gates. It's Luck City.
Christian Gates.
We just did it. We just did like almost 6 million in 1 week on the Spotify and Apple
Hell
Music.
yeah, that's what's up.
Nice. 1 week. I told him a month, but 1 week. Damn. Shoot.
Yeah.
No, that shit went crazy. So I got every major record label and CA. I mean, everybody's calling for this kid. So
That's cool. That's good for you then.
good,
So who are some of the guys that you worked with?
early on it was like Game, Tyler the Creator, all Out of Future. I did all their work.
Justin Bieber,
Chris Brown. I can't.
And so once you did one, your name just
Soulja
went
Boy,
over and your name just went through.
Yeah.
Like everybody that's like, hey, work with Matt Alonzo. He knows what he's doing. Because I've seen your shots, dude. You're really good. But at what point, too, did you start getting like, you know what? I did. That's pretty cool. I was actually going to buy your package, dude.
I'll give it to you.
Yes.
Oh man,
Yeah.
see how this guy is? This guy gets free shit all the time.
Hey, have her DM me. Hey, have her. If you want a response, have her DM me.
Momo DM him.
Hey, you'll get one right back. Hey,
No, I really. Hey, he has a bundle package that he teaches how to do templates, music video templates, and all
treatments.
that stuff.
Yeah.
Treatments.
So like, if you ever get an opportunity to write on a video, or somebody's like, hey, I want you to shoot my video, it's an opportunity for you to upsell. Like, hey, they have $500. Then put together a little idea for them. Tell them how much it's going to be, and then say, hey, I need $3,000. They say no. Say okay, 15, 18. It's better than 500 that you had before.
Right.
And it's going to take some effort. And the whole thing about I think any industry, but the one thing that I really preach about is like, yo, you have to practice for the time that you're actually like called up to the big leagues. You're not going to be able to like do that. Oh, I'll do that shit later when I get there. Because right now it's only $500. Well, learn the etiquette now. Learn your routine now, and be prepared as if you're going to go to the big big leagues. You know what I mean? So that's why I actually put it together and put it out there for people. And I actually like slash the prices. Slash.
Everything
Slash is going down right now.
Right now, you get one. Right now, we have 10 more minutes until the sale is up. Make sure you call in. We have operators right now on the phones.
Comes with a free colon cleanser.
No, but seriously, like, okay, if an artist comes to you,
Yeah.
because I've had this done and stuff, they come to you, dude. I want this type. I want to know what you do in this situation.
That's it.
I have $3,000 for a music video. You're okay, cool. What do you want? I want a Lamborghini. I want the girls. I want this mansion. What do you do?
No, I tell them no.
But I know you tell them no, but like,
Right, because you can't afford that. So
do you tell them like no, but are you going to provide certain things that's
so okay?
That's what I'm trying to ask.
So right now, what normally happens is an artist will contact you. They won't tell you their budget because they want to see if you'll have a number. Right.
Yeah.
Because if they have 3,000 in their mind, but you say, okay, cool, I'll do it for 200, then they
got
just
you.
say, they just saved all their money, right? So they're not going to tell you their price, and they're going to be like, hey, I just want to shoot a little something, a little right here in the block, whatever, and you're going to be like, okay, what does that mean? But then they're going to send you videos that are like $200,000 to compare to, like, hey, I want
Mm-hmm.
these ideas. But
right, they do that.
No, they do. That's what they do. And the thing is, like, right from the jump, then you know that it's going to be a pain in the ass with that sort of client, right? Like, because their expectations are they're not in reality,
right?
So the only thing, the best thing to do is hit them up with like a question: how much is your budget? When do you want to shoot? An estimated date of when you want to shoot, and what are some creative ideas? What are some creative props or locations that you can provide? Send that to me in an email, not in a DM. All sloppy. Send it to me in email, and then I'll see if I can
Nice,
listen to it, and then I'll put something together for whatever number you have. If you have $5,000 and you have a house and you have a couple girls because you work, your boy works at the strip club or whatever. Okay, can we use the strip club? All right, bet. And then I can end up making $4,000 shooting there. Bringing spending $1,000 just to bring in a couple guys in, and then that works. But if most people can't respond, or they won't respond properly, or they'll just be like, "Hey, well, what's your budget?" And then
that's really country too.
What's your budget? Yeah, well, I mean, lazy is what they are. So, because at that point, it's like, okay, if you don't take your craft that seriously, if you don't take your visual that seriously, if you don't take your rap or your performance or your music that seriously, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah,
I can't do it for you.
Yeah.
And that's what I give to all the young kids too, because a lot of the filmmakers want to do it, and they want to do it, and so they'll go above and beyond, and it's like. You can't do that. It's just gonna be a pain in the ass, and they're gonna want certain edits, and they're gonna want it tomorrow, and it's just gonna be all over the place.
No, they do.
And you have to set
it's crazy demands.
Well, you have to set your boundaries, and you have to be able to let work pass you by. Like they say, no, I'm going. Jose said he can do it for $100.
Go to Jose.
Let Jose do it.
Yeah.
But for someone right now, if someone like you, bro. Like right now, what is the cost to get Matt Alonzo out there?
Safe word. We need a safe word.
Safe word.
I mean, it just depends. It just depends if I'm if I'm with the project. Like if I fuck with the music.
Yeah.
So he's talking about money. I start. I mean, right now I'm not doing anything with the major record labels because it's like you have to wear hazmat suits and shit to go on set. So I'm done with that. But I mean, like usually when they come in, like off the, okay, $10,000 is like just to talk to me, like just to even like let me hear what you like what you want to do. And $10,000 is like me and a camera. Right? Like, I mean, I can make something cool, but like, I'm not going to expend any sort of.
And now I know, because when I see the videos with just you and the camera, I know.
It's $10,000.
This was 10 G's for us today.
Hey, that's. Hey, you didn't get that invoice?
That's what he brings.
Hey, you didn't get that invoice?
10 G's, guys. Hey, it is what it is.
I mean, because if you think about it, people think like, oh, 10 G's is a lot of money, but I mean, 10 grand is nothing. You're paying 15 to $2,000 for your location, your rentals for your lights and whatever, another $1,500 bucks. That's 35, right? Then you got your food, another $5. Then you want to get some girls. You're looking at $3,000, and then you got to split that with whoever your crew is or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? How are you gonna build a business like that? You can't.
Exactly, man.
So the girls make all the money in this shit, huh?
No, they don't.
No, the girls don't make mad.
I mean, some of them do. You know what I mean? But they show. I mean, they can take pictures of their feet on OnlyFans and make more money than they can.
That's right. Shit. So who's your worst client so far, man? I mean, if you can't say their name, just what do they do? No, let's say their name. What do they do? What did they do to you that you're like, damn, dude? I know you're up there, man, but it ain't
to be honest, like the bigger the star, like the more humble they are, or the more
I've heard that a lot.
Or the more insecure they are, like so they're not. They're more like asking like for approval.
Oh,
you know
nice.
What I mean, like they look to you to
direct them.
Yeah, and just like overall, so you're usually pretty good, right? Like you'd be surprised.
So it's the upcomings that are a little more demanding.
They're not really. I mean, yeah, it's the no names that are demanding. Right?
Yeah, the no names. Yeah,
because they think that
they know what they're doing.
Yeah, they have like an impression of what like an artist is supposed to do or how they're supposed to be, and it's not like that at all. You know what I mean? So, but the best experience I had is like with Common and Nas, and they just like I had never met them, and they just took me into their trailer and were like, all right, we're gonna pray. Okay.
Oh, that's dope.
Really?
So, I mean, that was pretty cool. That was a pretty cool experience.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Oh, wow. And what did you do to make them want to pray with you?
I was a wild boy, so they were like, "Yo, get over here. We gotta clean your soul."
Oh,
yeah, they're
shit.
like, "Hey, we're about to shoot this video. This guy is crazy. Get in here. We're gonna pray for you."
Yeah.
Right?
We're gonna pray for this cat.
No, because a lot of them are spiritual, right?
I mean, some of
They're like this.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna pray, and then they go out
And
there.
they're
What's up?
like DMX, yeah. Exactly. What?
Yeah, we're gonna find out some crazy stories in the next segment.
Yeah.
We're actually gonna bring Momo back. Yeah.
Bring her back.
Bring her back.
These weren't cutting it.
Momo just broke her back. Broke her back.
We'll be right back with Momo.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy E-Man from JR and the Crew. And hey, tune in every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Like, subscribe.
Hey, man.
share.
Hey.
What's
Hey,
up,
man.
dude?
You need to get your kid, dog.
Well, if you paid me a little more, the babysitter wouldn't have quit on me. Anyways, tune in, 8 p.m.
Whoever comes in, yeah, that's our
But
sponsor.
it's not about the money, remember?
Oh, it's not all about the money.
All right, I liked you up until now.
She's cut. No, hey everybody, welcome back, man. Look at check out. We still got Matt Alonzo. He didn't run away.
Oh,
Dude, was your thing still filming when we were out?
Oh,
No.
shit.
Oh no, you turned it off.
Action.
Action, it's on, man.
Damn.
That's dope, man. So you're basically getting everything over there too, then. So you see Cat.
Yeah.
That's Cat. That's Kitty Cat right there. That's Cat.
Hey.
That's Crazy Cat.
Hey, Cat.
She's cool too.
Why is everybody crazy here?
I don't know, man. She just calls herself, but she actually
Calls
did.
herself crazy.
She did a short film,
Nice.
and it's in the LA Film Festival. It's in the LA Film
Congratulations.
Festival, so she did her thing, and she just had an idea, and she did it. She just did it
That's
with some
what
friends and
it's about.
stuff. So she's doing her thing as well, and
Enjoy those times. That's like the best. Like every filmmaker will tell you, like that's the best time.
no, because me and Jimmy, we did our first film. We came from doing plays, and then we were like, hey, you know what? Let's make
What
this
kind of
play.
plays you guys like?
Wait,
Victory Outreach?
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah, dude.
Hey, I used to
Oh
go-
my God!
Yes.
I was like, what plays?
So
you
we
guys?
don't look familiar? All three of us don't look familiar?
Nah, but I used to go to watch them. I went to Cornerstone Church when I was
Oh,
in Santa
shoot.
Barbara. So we. Yeah,
What
so
did
we-
you watch?
Sandman.
I don't remember. This was. I mean,
Straight
I
from the hood.
must have been. Yeah, it must have been
Cry
20
the
years
Young.
ago though. Like
Mine was
Yeah.
Cry of the Young. It was all about the
Yeah.
party scene. His was straight from the hood. It was about.
I remember that.
Coming
though.
out of the hood.
Hey,
Yeah.
I remember that.
That's this
You
movie.
should see the video on this dude.
Yeah.
He looked
What
up
year?
on
What
someone
year?
earlier.
Do you ever see Nella TV on Facebook and all that? Nella
Nah.
TV? Well, they always post a dance scene of those guys. And
No
it's
way.
Jimmy, my buddy Tiny.
Where was Victor? Where was the? Where
Victor
you guys do it?
and East Los
Oh yeah, so I definitely went there. I definitely-
College.
Yeah, no, I would go. I went there with.
Was that
with
when it
my
was
parents.
outside?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
outdoor.
yeah, I
They're
remember
shooting
that
and
show.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that. There was a drive by like
Yeah.
right. I remember that. I was a little guy, but I remember that.
That's
Yeah.
where I learned how to smoke oregano, and it was not like marijuana.
That must have been like 25 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it was exactly, yeah.
Oh, that's exactly
Before
yeah.
I got pregnant.
That was
Yeah.
VHS time.
I was definitely.
Damn, Matt Alonzo saw us and he didn't even
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Hey, if you want an autograph, he does sign titties.
Hey, prove
Why
it.
you look at
Prove
Momo?
it.
He looks like Momo.
Hey, what?
I don't remember which one it was. But.
Hey, you cute. You cute.
Hey, shout out to my dad making the shirt for me.
Hell yeah.
But hey, man, we were in a play and we turned it into a movie. We didn't know what the hell we were doing, man.
Yeah, that'd been fun.
What was some of the craziest stunts that went on in the back of
or a movie?
yeah, the plays?
Oh, the plays. Oh, we can't tell you, but it's a Christian
I know,
play.
you-
Oh, what the
It's a
fuck?
Christian
You
play.
know
Keep
what?
it raised.
Whoa.
People were being saved, and that was about it, right?
That's it. Yes.
In the back, fool, they're getting real saved.
Somebody shot the gun on accident and it shot the guys in the head like ear.
It was a real gun.
Like, no, it was blanks.
A real gun with
but
blanks.
the
Yeah.
But why were you
Concussion,
guys
but the
using
concussion.
guns,
Real
though?
gun with blanks.
Even that though.
Even me, I got a big bump on my head
because
because the gun didn't work. The guy was supposed to shoot me in my back, and it didn't work. So he ended up like,
who cleared
and
that?
then he went, ah! And I was like, ugh.
Oh my god!
And I hit the
Hey,
floor.
it doesn't get any realer than that.
So that's what's wrong with him.
Hey, it was
That's
like
some real shit.
It was
right
like
there.
a scared straight type of thing because I remember it being like pretty. I mean, it felt real and
No, the plays were big.
But it sounds like it was real. I mean, blanks and hitting on the
Yeah,
heads. And shit
definitely,
like
yeah.
That
that.
was before
Guy
social
lost his
media.
ear.
There wasn't even MySpace back then.
No, this was like VHS 98, 97,
Yeah.
something like that. Huh?
97,
Yep.
96,
Yeah,
95.
Yeah,
95.
Okay, yeah.
I got saved in
I was
95.
10. I was 10.
Oh.
10 years old.
dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was
You
You
still had
were
the,
14.
you guys still had
somewhere around there.
the car with the where you stick the cassette in there and you put it and you rewind it real quick.
Yes, we did. No, we used
The
to.
8-track?
No, back then, it was cassette tapes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we
shit.
used to put our music on cassette tapes.
Oh, yeah,
and put it-
mixtapes. Yeah, yeah.
And they had to go. They had 2 decks,
Yeah,
so they
yeah,
had to go
play-
fast.
yeah.
And play it out.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
and you had to
Trip
tape.
out,
You had
huh?
to tape the shit. Just
Yeah.
if you wanted
You're
to.
making us sound like we're fucking old.
We are
You
old.
guys are. I'm not
We're
gonna
old,
lie,
yeah.
man.
Oh.
Damn,
all good,
Those
man.
are the good old days.
They were.
Man, those are good old
Hey,
days.
but
That's
honestly,
when I was in my prime.
so Matt,
Well,
you
Matt
do-
still thinks you're in your prime.
You
Yeah,
do
yeah.
a bunch. You do a bunch of music videos, dog. What's some of the craziest shit that goes on back
All right,
there?
I'll tell you one of the craziest
Give,
stories.
give
that-
some good.
Yeah, it's
ones.
juicy,
this
bro.
is a good one. This is a
Yeah.
good one for you guys, right? Okay, so there's I don't remember the artist that I was shooting, but this group of guys came on set and eventually they hung out with the girls and we went to lunch. We came back from lunch. We're on a scene. The girl comes up crying, like yelling, crying to me. And she's like, I'm supposed to be in the front. They said I was in the front. And my producer was a female at the time, so she grabbed her and was like, all right, go shoot. And she came back after we did that take, and she was like, so apparently she gave the assistant director head and to be in the front of the video with the artist.
Yeah.
And so we brought the assistant director over, and then she's like, that's not the assistant director.
Damn, straight to the back door sneak in, huh?
And the homie was gone. The homie was gone.
Oh,
that was Vic.
fucking Vic strikes again.
Slick Vic.
It was crazy, and that was mind blowing
wow.
to me. So you know what I mean. But my producer told her like, hey, I mean that's what you get for.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my
what do you
God.
expect, right? Like
Oh my
Hard lesson
God.
to
you
learn.
feel so used. It's like, well, you did it.
Yeah. I feel so used.
You
Hey.
sucked the dick, bitch.
Not only that, she was still in the front, right? They still put her in the front. Oh, they didn't. Oh shit. Oh, she got
They
down
let,
the
they let
road.
her go.
Yeah, she wasn't meant for the front. You know what I mean?
Oh wow. Damn.
That's why someone saw that and played with her emotions real quick.
Oh,
yeah.
So that
Yeah,
story.
baby girl, I got you. Come on.
Yeah,
Come on.
you should be in
what a
front.
dumb
Come with me
bitch.
right here. Boom.
Oh damn,
Damn.
dude, that's crazy.
And I'm
That's
sure
so
that's
funny
I mean,
shit.
sure that's relatively
Dude, you gotta tell us
happens
another
a
one,
lot.
bro.
I mean, that's the best one. So like that. I mean, because that one was the most extreme. I mean,
because girls are trying to get in the front because they want to
yeah.
be in the front.
yeah. I mean,
They
there's
want to be
another funny time when because I would bring my parents on to set a lot, at least in the beginning, just so that they could like I wanted them to check it out. And like my dad. I remember my dad asking like, where are they going with his chains? Where are they going with his clothes? And where are they going with his car? I'm like, Dad, everything's rented. He didn't know.
Everything's rented.
Everything's rented, at the house, everything. But he showed up and he was like, "Hey Matt, let me talk to you for a second." I was like, "All right, like, what's up?" He's like, "Who's this guy over here?" And so we walk over and there's a guy that's oiling all the girls. Like he wasn't supposed to be.
It's all Matt's pop.
Hey, and there was a line. There was a line. All the girls were like, "Okay." And my dad was like, in
Can
shock.
I be that guy? How do I apply for that
My
job?
dad's like, "That's a job." Yeah, he's like,
He's like, mijo, I want that job. Send your
you're
mom
like,
home,
wait a
mijo.
minute.
and the fucked up part about it was we were shooting at a mansion that was like a favor. We didn't pay for it. It wasn't like supposed to be a location, and they had just painted their walls with some Italian gold flakes or some shit like that, and all the girls leaned their ass on the.
Oh man, but that's actually kind of a
ass
pretty
cheeks.
picture right there, though. If you really think about it.
Nah, hell no. If I have a mansion, I don't care who it is. And I just imported gold flakes from Italy or wherever. Like, no, hell
Damn,
no.
that
That's
is
some
crazy.
greasy ass.
Yeah, fuck. And they're over here just.
Literally some greasy ass.
And that guy was going overboard. He was just sitting there. I remember when I went to go look at him. Yeah, his hands were like inner thighs, like inner thighs. It wasn't like out. Like, okay, let me just go ahead and do that yourself, girl. No, he was like
wow.
up in there. I was
This is
like,
what I gotta do. This is my job. You gotta do this,
you
girl.
have to.
So where did the guy come from?
I don't know. To this day, I don't know what he was.
My God.
That was an early video.
He was
of mine,
probably the gardener or something. He was probably supposed to be trimming bushes.
I mean, somebody's friend, something. I don't know. But he came up that day. He got his cop on and everything. He was loving life.
Man, dude.
So yeah, I mean everything in between that. I mean most of the time, anytime a video like is multiple people or in a club setting or a party setting, it's a fucking party. So
Right.
it's
Right.
and it's fun for people being there, but it sucks for the filmmaker because you know what I mean.
You're working.
You got to work.
You're hustling.
You know.
That kind of
But-
sounds
but
like what
also-
we do here.
I know.
Fucking Jimmy's sitting back there like he's asshole.
He's working with fun.
But like obviously you do all that for the artist. You do have some time where they invite you and you go out and hang out too, though,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, of course, yeah.
You know?
I mean, early on, I didn't do that very much early on because I was always working. But then,
Right.
of course, I went.
Started getting OG in the game.
Yeah.
That's
And then
right.
you go to everyone's birthday party. You go to their houses. I mean,
Right.
a lot of
That's
times,
tight, dude.
yeah. Like, I mean, when I do Tyrese, for those who are unfamiliar, he's the guy from Fast and the Furious.
Right.
But he
Our
was
baby boy?
Yeah. He was a huge singer. Well, most people don't know that movie.
Right.
They're like, why is the guy from Transformers? Why is he singing? And I'm like, here's how to start.
You know what tripped me out about that dude is that out of like all the tattoos he could have got, he got like a fucking tribal. Yeah, and it just doesn't fit
you
his.
can't even see it.
And it
You
didn't
can't even
even
see it,
fit
yeah.
his personality, like his
I mean-
singing. I don't know. It just.
So you're good friends with him?
Yeah. So I'm.
Well, tell him we said hi.
Anything.
We're not
Yeah,
talking shit.
I know shit.
Tell
Shooting
me
shots over here.
Matt, you just lost. She wants Tyrese now.
Damn. I don't know
No,
Tyrese.
I'm just saying, like, goddamn.
You're just saying?
I'm
Yeah,
just
I know,
saying.
goddamn.
No, but I was gonna tell you, no, he seems like a really humble person because I
Yes.
feel like a lot of
Yeah,
people
he's
that have
cool.
known him and shit.
I mean, that's not.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is that he always asked me to come to his house to edit. So
Right.
humble or not, he's very like he wants everybody to be at. If you're working with him, it's
on his account, his accord.
You're working with him. So every time I shoot a video, I always get like a room there, and I'm editing all fucking week and whatever.
Wow.
And most of the time, like 3 or 4 times I was there, he would throw parties before I'm even done with the video to celebrate the video being done. And he has huge backyard parties, like big.
Damn.
Diesel, everybody. And I'm
So they're fucking trying to finish the fucking video back here.
And he's bringing people in. He's like, "Hey, show him the cut. Show him the cut." I'm like, "Yo."
No, I'm not done yet.
He's on the phone, calling the ordering the
Oh,
strippers
shit.
or the dance, whatever. I'm like, "Fuck."
Show him the cut.
Hey, I'm talking like hundreds of people. You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
Yeah,
So you're
like,
looking out the
cool.
window like this.
They have fucking comedy shows. Got all the comics up there doing hours and stuff like that. No, I swear.
That's like click.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Imagine.
How do you work under those harsh conditions?
Nah, you don't. You don't. You know, I mean, you just like, you know.
I get-
Take a quick break.
Yeah, but I mean, like, first time I was like, "What the fuck? We're not done." But
Yeah.
he was done with his critique, so
Right,
in his
yeah.
mind, we're done. So I was like, "Fuck."
I love it, dude.
It's like
Yeah,
fucking
so-
click and click.
Those are interesting times, but you know.
So what's next with you, man? I mean, where you headed, man, in this whole thing? Because I mean, you're doing music videos. You are a filmmaker, award-winning filmmaker. It says on your Instagram. Would you win?
Why is everything we say? Can I put whatever I want up there?
Yeah, I
And
know,
that's what
right?
people are
Yeah.
gonna believe.
Yeah,
It's
shoot.
Instagram.
I mean,
I know.
oh, it's Instagram. Okay, never mind. He didn't win.
I mean,
No, but no. So now you're just focusing. Are you moving away from? Well, you're still doing the music videos,
Yeah, I mean-
but you're moving away to start managing now, or
yeah. So I mean, I've won 20 #1 video spots.
Whoa.
Damn.
Oh, damn.
Kidding. No.
Damn,
Wow.
20.
Damn, round of applause.
Beat that, fool.
Yeah. Actually, we don't have a countdown anymore, so it does. You know.
There's no more TRL. So
Yeah, no,
No more
it sucks.
MTV, man.
Yeah, I know
No,
it sucks.
it's
But
crazy.
But music videos are still always going to be there. I mean, it's something I can kind of do just naturally. I think at this point, you know what I mean. So I'll always have that, and then I'm also able to use my skills with my own artist. And you know, when you're managing an artist, especially a young artist who's he's 18, he just started singing or performing a year ago, and he blew up on TikTok, got 2 million, and just kind of
Nice.
now he's
Oh, yeah.
he's getting big time.
what's his name?
Christian Gates.
Christian
Gates. That's
It's
going to be our
Lux
next guest. Christian
Yep.
Gates.
Christian
Yeah.
Gates, you're our next guest. He
next
said we
guest.
just booked you.
Make sure you
Cool.
guys check him out. It's
That's
Lux
what
City
we call
on everything. It's Lux City. Just go search mine. You'll see him on all over
I'm
everything.
nice.
gonna check
But,
him out, dog. I'm gonna
but
pick
yeah,
him
so
out.
all my favors that I've had over the course of the 15 years, producers, labels calling me, hey, can you do this for 10 grand? Can you do this for this much? And me just like, okay, yeah. So now I can. Originally, I told him, all right, you have to. Even Tyrese, I told him, I said, you're gonna have to perform my wedding. I just need one song. And that was like the favor that I was gonna call
Yeah.
in. But at this
Got
point,
it.
I'm like, all right, I ain't getting married, so I just need you. I need
Can we
you
just have a
somewhere else.
party?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
you're gonna perform at my
Day
party
on
with
the
Momo.
crew. Yeah,
right?
true.
So
Yeah,
now I
join
have a lot of opportunities for from my past to bring to him.
Right, man.
And that's
part
what
of
that is dope.
progress, though, right? I mean, you can't just stay still in one spot.
No, you can't.
Man.
And I've realized that like I'm too attached to filmmaking. You know what I mean? So I want to do a movie. That's the next step. A year down the line. Yeah.
Dope.
And I'm gonna do like American Me remake. You know what I mean? No, I'm kidding.
You had me. You had me.
It's like, okay, yeah, I'm there.
She's like, I'm there.
One of the toilets in the back.
She's
Hey,
I'm gonna show up as the visit and bring the balloon.
Hey, she was a CEO. You put her as a cop.
Hey, there you go.
She was a
Fuck
CEO.
that. Put her in the fucking cell.
Put her in the cell. with the guy who's oiling.
How the fuck you get in the same cell? No, but that's what's up, dog.
Yeah, so that'll be the next venture. But I mean, I really like giving back, and then and having. You know, I give back on social media. I try to help out as much as I can.
I see that a lot, man.
But it's very impersonal. So like, and I don't have the time to reach out to every single person, right? And then some people just take my shit and split, and then they which is fine. That's what comes with the territory. But when you're managing an artist, I can actually like build with him. And
Right. You're molding him into
you-
something because you've dealt with a lot of artists, so you know what it takes.
I know exactly what it takes. You know.
Nice,
so.
man. I love it, man.
So
So what else? Let me see.
It's enough. I mean, he's 18 years old, so it's kind of like a father role.
Oh, I love it. Yeah,
And
that's
so
cool, man.
if any fathers or parents out there, you can understand that.
Do you have kids?
No. I want
shit.
kids, but not yet. But I tried a couple times.
You
I've
don't
been
need
practicing.
none. You don't need none.
He's all.
Momo.
Maybe your form is off. I'm just saying.
Oh!
That's an invitation, dog. My boy just got invited to Momo's dungeon.
And that is a wrap. That is a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. We
Hey,
are out
this is
of
our
here.
last segment, and guess what? We're going to the bar. Damn, bro.
See what this shit
I
goes
appreciate-
all the
I
time.
appreciate the
I'm just saying
invitation.
from one professional to another. You know, I'm
Absolutely.
just saying.
Absolutely.
She's not professional. I'm professional.
Hey, I'm open. I'm always learning, and I always want to better my craft. So
That's
please.
Yes.
Dang.
Fuck,
Did we just play? Did we play Cupid? Did we just play Cupid? We play Cupid. Right?
That's how we do it here.
Okay, so we get a finder's fee too.
I'll give you a few tips.
Oh, you're gonna get a tip, all right.
Loud boys out here.
You know what I'm saying?
man.
Oh
we
my
got your
God.
back, Momo.
Yeah, we got your back. guys.
We don't want to break your back, but we got your back.
My back's already broken. My back's already broken.
This is the wildest podcast I've ever been a part of, and I appreciate it very much.
That's
you know what I
right.
mean?
Serious?
Yeah, no, I mean, because most are very like, oh, you know what I mean. So
Yeah,
So,
very
oh.
refined and
no, and that's not my character. I'm
Yeah.
Some
wild.
people talk crap about us, bro.
I mean,
Fuck
people,
'em.
that's great.
Yeah.
That means you're doing
They
something
don't watch
well.
our show.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, that means you're doing something well, though.
No, it
Actually,
is.
they do want to watch our show because they want to see like. When
Actually,
we
they do watch our
talk
show
shit
and then mimic us. So,
Yeah.
but it's good. Hey, we're
What
doing
can
something
you do?
great, right?
Hey, I don't
all right.
worry too much about other people.
Yeah, there you
No,
go.
but at the same time, no, but that's what's great about you, man. You're
Sounds so
doing your
junior.
thing, man. You're out there. You're Latino.
That's right.
Started from Santa Barbara.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, we
You
won't
can
hold
say
that
La
against
Puente
you.
or something. You
I
know,
know. We
won't hold
He's
that.
Oh, you don't even speak Spanish.
When you said carpinteria, I
You
was
don't?
like, hey, they got an avocado festival out there.
They do. We do have.
Yeah,
our-
that's a dope ass festival out there. Yeah.
I mean,
I've
Santa
been there
Barbara
a few
has
times.
gangs and shit like that. They still have gangs, and hey, they had to bring the.
hey, fool.
They had to-
Let's go
you by the
surfing
sand.
tomorrow.
Hey, no, actually, the Mexican
Got you by
mafia
the
came up
pier.
there and gave them all drugs, and so they were running everything. And so there was my dad had a couple interns that worked for the city of Santa Barbara who got their heads split open.
What the hell?
A couple of them are
Right.
Yeah, they'll never be the same. They're
Yeah.
done. And just for the East Side West Side gang, like it's I mean, I'm not saying it's a hard
Right.
place.
No,
to
no,
live,
no,
I'm-
yeah, but
hey, I'm
there's
saying there
always
is some action up there. So
So what are you trying to say? That what, like you
that I
got some tattoos that you're not so proud of, or what?
No. I've never-
What about
I've never.
this is the pier right here.
people
This right here is where it all goes down. Hot dogs. We got cotton candy.
We did have hot dogs.
The cotton candy machine, dog. A lot of shit be going down.
that's
Some
true,
good
though.
food.
Hey, Matt, we grew up in the hood, dog. You go to Santa Barbara.
I tell everybody that ask me like, what nationality? I'm American. Like I don't speak Spanish. I don't even like onions. So like,
What, you don't like onions? What the fuck? No.
exactly.
No, I don't like onions.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, but that's like I don't eat salsa. Like it's
What?
pretty much.
I don't eat
like,
salsa either, and I had to eat salsa on the order.
But I'm just saying, like, if you want to use stereotypes, like I'm not with the,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Damn, Matt's
but I still-
whitewashed.
I am.
But what box do you check?
American.
Okay.
There is no American box.
So what kind of
I don't like to get
Matt,
box either.
real
I
quick.
didn't even blink because I don't have to identify.
Matt, what kind of girls, real quick, because everyone's watching. What kind of girls do you date?
What kind of girls do I date?
Yeah. Right there.
Which one?
Whichever one.
Whatever, Jimmy. I don't
Get
know.
intimate. Get intimate. Let
When you see the red light go on, talk.
My name is Matt Alonzo. And I just
like to practice.
I don't know. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm at a practicing stage. You know what I mean? And I have a lot going on. So whoever is good practice partner.
That's good.
I mean, hey, you weren't with me shooting in the gym, and so you know what I mean. That's what I'm trying to look for. I'm trying to.
Hey, that's right, man. I did. You do boxing.
Yeah, I do.
That's right, man. You're out there boxing. I mean, E-Man. We had a guest not too long ago, Mark, who boxes.
Yeah.
I
go to boxing class, so it's a lot different than boxing. You know what I mean? I got like moms and grandmas in the class.
How'd you get to know?
You're in the class. You don't actually go in the ring.
No, I've never.
I've
never been in a fight in my life. I mean, never. So
Santa Barbara.
Yep.
Santa Barbara.
Damn, dog. At least a little bit of credit.
So you do like shadow boxing?
No, we do like everything besides box. You know.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I mean, because you're not gonna fight. Like, why am I gonna fight? I just train just for like.
Vic,
for,
get him.
Cardio, right?
Vic, get him.
Yeah.
No, just for good. Yeah, just to be in
I
good
just
shape.
train because the girls are there, so it's like.
Now it's all making sense.
I don't like.
boy knows what's up.
Yeah, I don't like meeting
Yeah.
girls on set. So I'm trying to
Right.
meet them any place outside.
Like normal places?
Yeah.
Like at the supermarket or something?
Yeah, podcast. Absolutely.
At the supermarket, at the laundromat?
That doesn't work. That doesn't work. That
Our
doesn't work too
characters.
well. Not in LA, anyways.
Hey, what you got against characters?
Nothing, I'm just
gonna take you
saying.
there one day, watch.
What is that?
Oh,
I
wait,
go
you've been
there.
there.
I've been
What
there.
is it?
It's a bar.
Oh.
It's a local bar.
That's where we're going
No,
after?
hey, that shit's cracking.
It's cracking. It's
Yeah,
cracking.
Mo.
Dang, is this a promotion?
Yeah.
We're doing a promo right now?
Yeah.
I know.
I guess we're doing promotions
Leonard,
now for the
I
shows
told
and
you,
stuff.
your day
Those
is
fools owe us
coming.
some money now.
Got some airtime.
You show up, be like, hey, dog, we need $250.
I'm sure he'll hook you up with a hot dog or something like that.
At least.
We can have our company
gave you a
party
shot.
there.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
That
you
would
heard
be
it.
fucking dope. I'm down.
He's out there.
Down.
Anyways,
Get
yeah.
the Taco Man and shit.
Yeah, I mean,
So if you ever want to experience Pomona, I'll take you there.
that's where we're going.
Oh.
That's a second invite. We're shooting shots over here.
Damn.
We're shooting shots.
Oh, man.
Show's over, guys. We're out of here.
It's a wrap.
Jesus Christ. You guys always got to go somewhere else with it. I'm just saying, like, from one professional to another, you know?
You said that already.
Hey, that's our go-to line now. From one professional to another. It just makes everything a lot better. That's like saying, with all due respect, man, just go fuck yourself.
I always say that, too, with all due respect. But I'm going to ask it anyway.
No, but from one professional to another, I get what you're saying. I got you, girl. Don't trip. I ain't tripping. Don't trip, Mo. We got you.
Momo's just one of the guys, Matt. She's just one of the guys, man, hanging out, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man.
What do you want me to do?
I said, have him give the last word. Tell some youngsters.
Oh, yeah. We got to have you give your last words, bro.
Oh, okay.
Because our producer here, guy, he's telling us we have to end with you now. So sorry, bro. He's cutting us off. Damn.
I mean, like last words of inspiration.
Yeah, inspiration. Well, because there's a lot of guys, there's a lot of guys that we run into. Like I said, we bring people that are upcoming on our show. That's the goal. We want to be the voice of LA,
All right.
where we bring up and coming people, so people get to learn who's upcoming here in Los Angeles. Because we have artists, they're doing their thing. They're rappers, they're singers, and they're doing their music videos, but they're not at the caliber of what you're doing. Yeah. But at that point, what do they need to do? That's when he says any encouraging words.
Regardless of what career path you're taking, whether you're in the arts whatsoever, an artist or a director, filmmaker, or you're working a regular career, it's just see the end goal. I mean, you have to be able to do that because and see it further than whatever you think is cool. Like most people, like their end goal is like to do music videos, and it's like that's not an end goal because that's a plateau that's reached, and then there's nothing there financially or like stable wise to keep you afloat for your remainder of your whole life. You know what I mean? It's just not that sort. It's a cool thing. It provides a lot of other opportunities, but you have to use it as a stepping stone. Now for an artist, same thing. I mean, really understand where you're going because you're going to deal with so many lows. That's what we get into this field for. I could have worked a 9-to-5 job and had a steady pay and time in, time out, knowing exactly when I got off. I could turn my work mode off, but that's not what I signed up for. My brain's wired differently. I mean, obviously, I love risk. You know what I mean? I'm a risk taker, and I think anybody within that sort of line of work is the same. So understand yourself, understand that, and then understand that it's not all highs. I mean, just as high as you go, you're going to go as low. So just be prepared for that so that when you're low, you realize, okay, I'm going to get back up again. But then when you're up, realize you're going to get low again. So you stay balanced. You know what I mean?
Correct.
And more so balanced based on your, like, you stay humble and you stay true to your roots, because you're going to get real big and then everyone's going to come around you. And if you let that shit get to your head, you're going to fall back down. They're all going to split on you too. Like, that's just going to happen. It's not like it's like, oh no, I won't, that won't happen to me. It's going to happen multiple times over and over and over again. That's what no artist, no director, nobody stays in the limelight forever. You know what I mean?
Right.
And most of them go like this. You know what I mean? They come back, they go, they got, so all those times that they're not around, you know, if you're not prepared for it, you're going to be pretty depressed. And I went through that, had to learn how to manage those sort of emotions.
Highs and lows.
Yeah, and that's something that you don't hear about. You hear about money, blah, blah, blah. And that shit at the end of the day, that shit's it's fake. It's all fake. So understand what it is that you're doing it for. Understand, you know, who you are, and just don't let anybody change that, and just be persistent, man. Because it's that's the main thing. Because you're gonna have anything that you ever feared, anything that you have ever been scared to face, it's gonna come at you at a million miles per hour, and it's gonna force you to do it. And that's why, I mean, there's better directors than me. There's better basketball players than Jordan. There's better than all these, you know, but they just didn't have the persistence to follow through.
That's right.
So you know, it's not only about your talent, it's also about, you know, just your character. So make sure that you're well rounded.
That's right, my man.
So you guys heard it, man. You know, I appreciate you, Matt, coming out, man. I really do. I mean, even though you drove 2 hours.
Thank you for being real.
Professional.
He only shook her hand.
But more professional too.
Hey, you're gonna use that somewhere online. You're gonna be like, fucking Momo.
Hey, man.
Hey, Matt, thank you, dog. I really appreciate you being here, homie.
That's right.
Yeah, man, we really do, man. We learned a lot. I hope you guys all learn a lot too out there, man. You know, follow him, Matt Alonzo, Content King.
Everything.
Yeah.
Content King.
Yep, MattAlonzo.com. Everything.
Everything. Follow this guy. He gives out a
Tinder,
lot of free stuff.
Bumble,
Tinder.
whatever you need.
Woo! Let's go. But hey, next week, man. Next time, 8 p.m. Wednesday nights. We'll see you.
We'll see you later.
Peace.
Hey, everyone. Thank you for watching our episode tonight. But look, don't just watch it. Get connected.
That's right. On IG, YouTube, Facebook. Don't forget to like and share, man. We appreciate you guys. This is E-Man from JR and the Crew. Tune in.